I think banking in general can be, at least opening a small business can be really intimidating.
Yeah.
It has never felt that way working with Bremer. Our business wouldn't exist without an SBA loan. Bremer swooped in, held us under their wing, and walked us through it. And we ended up getting everything we needed. Bremer sees us. I mean, like, really sees us.
They're our cheerleaders behind closed doors, and who knew it was going to be our bankers?
I know, right?
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
I have read some weird stories this past week.
Oh my gosh, what is going on in news?
See, this lady was flying somewhere. I forget where she was going. And she had her dog with her. And I don't know, what kind of paperwork do you need to fly your dog? Do you need to show the vaccinations or what?
No, you just buy a dog a ticket. I know in Southwest, you just buy the dog's ticket, make sure that you
wanted
purchase.
some particular paperwork, and she could not fly her dog. And so she went in the bathroom and drowned her dog in the toilet.
Oh my gosh. What in the world?
And it took them 3 months to find out who was the owner of the dog. And she's in jail now, and she's,
Did she leave the dog in the toilet, like floating around, and somebody found it with tags on it?
Well, they had to go and start looking at cameras to see who was going in and out of the restroom, because it took them 3 months to figure it out. Jeanette, you sound real low.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And where was this? You said Heathrow?
It was Orlando.
Oh my God.
This was in Orlando. Yeah. And she this was a story. I thought this story was really different. So
shocked me.
So I told Yvette about it. We were just wondering what type of paperwork. I think this was with American or Delta.
And it's international? And this is international?
No, it was not an international flight.
But that's why I don't understand because my daughter travels with her dog, and she does not have to do anything. She don't, and I mean, not even like if you have a service dog or anything like that. Now, if it's a huge dog and it's a service animal, then you have to have paperwork if you want the dog to be on the plane as a service animal. But those little small dogs and the little carriers she just buy a ticket.
I'm not sure what the situation was, but they told her she could not fly with the dog because she didn't have the right paperwork. So she took the dog in the bathroom, drowned the dog, and then went and got on the flight.
That's absolutely crazy. I have never heard such. You couldn't call somebody to come pick your dog up, or there's no kennels in the airport, or.
I think she was at the point to where she would have missed her flight, but still now she is in so much trouble. That's
like drowning your baby in the bathroom because you don't have a ticket for her.
Yeah, that's crazy because some people, dogs, animals are their babies. They are their children. So
yes,
sad. That is really, really, really sad.
Oh my God. And you know how people are with their animals. Boy, they're going to have everybody in there. They're going to make sure she serves her time.
And I don't know how much time that she's could possibly get, but I just saw this story and I sent it to Yvette. I said, Yvette, look at this. I know we've talked about traveling with pets before.
And then after we talked about it, I saw it on Instagram on maybe TMZ or something like that or whatever. And I think I forwarded to you, Tina, and I forwarded it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been in happy land, since the wedding. So I haven't really been looking at anything as gruesome as this. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe this. I'm definitely in shock because I'm a dog lover. Not everybody is, but I'm a dog lover. And I even feel like if that was me, I probably would have missed my flight, took my dog back home, see if I
Well,
can
she
rebook.
should have. I mean, if she didn't have the information right to get the dog on the plane, then she should have. She should have just taken him back home and
She
rescheduled the flight.
she must not really like that dog too much. Even my dying dog. I mean, I almost missed the flight going to like a Cincinnati Jazz Festival because he was going to need to be euthanized like that day. So I was like, maybe I don't, and I'm crying in the car. I'm going to a happy event, and everybody looking at me like, why you crying, girl? We finna go to the concert, and it was like, you know, us. I was like, my dog died, and they look like, girl, you be all right, and moved on. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no,
It's sad when something happened to
yeah,
your dog.
Yeah.
dog, yeah,
It's
I
sad.
know, no,
I know the feeling. My dog was stolen or ran away or something or whatever, and I was sad for like I don't even know, like a long time. Seemed
Mhm.
like, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's sad.
yeah.
But in
That's
other news,
devastating.
there was a big thing that happened on last week in London at the
Mhm.
Heathrow Airport, where I don't think this happened in the airport, but it was close enough to have happened where they didn't have electricity in the whole
Mhm.
airport. There was some type of explosion that was
What?
nearby, and no planes could come in or out of that airport for like a whole day
Oh my
because there was
gosh.
no electricity. It
Oh my
shut
god.
down all the electricity.
Oh
Heathrow
my.
is such a large airport, and then it's
It
the
is.
airport that most people go to when they're going to Europe. They'll go
Yes.
in the United States. They'll go to Heathrow, just like we did. They'll go to
Yeah, that's
Heathrow
just
first.
imagine the whole
Yeah.
airport is
Yeah.
out of commission. You think about, gates are ran, the
Mhm.
arms of gates to go in and out of parking garages and all that. They got to get people out there to make sure people can get in and out. And panic, escalators not working, elevators not working. Girl, that
Yeah,
is a mess.
yeah,
Luckily, though, I don't think anybody was injured or hurt or anything, so that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I,
good thing.
yeah. It makes you
And
wonder about
Heathrow
terrorists.
it's such a huge airport, and it has a lot of high-end stores and stuff too.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Mhm.
y'all realize, how we
Yeah.
walked around
Yeah.
there and I was like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it's like a mall. You can come in here and just go
Yeah.
shopping.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. Oh my gosh. And then you got to used think about the food places. They have refrigeration and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
you can't they throw all that food away. You don't want to,
Yeah,
get contaminated because now they got to get rid of everything that was prepared that are require refrigeration. And oh, that's a mess. That is a hot mess. That is a hot
yeah.
mess. I don't know. But those are the things that you have to keep in mind when you travel. And it's like
Mhm.
you go places and you want everything to work perfectly. Like clockwork. You get there, you get checked in, you don't have no bag issues. You just want to get on your plane and fly off. And you get to the airport 2 hours early and you sitting in the dark. That would just
And it's
Or
not
you
coming
can't
back
even get
on.
in. Yeah, or you can't even. I don't even know if they were allowing people to get into the airport because this fire explosion was so close to the airport that
yeah.
who knows if they were even letting people in.
Yeah, but they always have people in the airport. So there was somebody in the
Yeah,
airport
I'm,
that
I'm sure they
that
were
was
already there, but I'm like, if new people showed up, I don't know
yeah,
what the
Yeah.
procedure
yeah.
was.
Yeah, so what's your plans? I mean, hey, we the jet setting divas. We haven't traveled all year yet. We've
Well,
gone up
Jeanette
to Houston.
has.
Yeah.
I've been on a couple of trips this year, but I don't plan on it. I mean, I plan on doing more. I've been on 2 trips. Actually, I planned these trips last year to Panama and then to Guatemala. And I went on those 2 trips, but the rest of the year I don't have anything planned. What about you, Yvette? You got
Well,
anything?
I've been pretty much taking it easy this
Okay.
year, trying to get some rest, just doing some local stuff. Have gone to Houston a couple of times. Just went to Conroe this past
That was
weekend
nice. Oh, that
and
was
went over to Margaritaville. That was my vacation because I hadn't gone anywhere. So I'm like, I'm fixing to book this resort and I'm fixing to chill out here because
Okay.
we had gone over to Tina's son's wedding, which was close
Okay.
by. So I
Okay.
just made a whole little vacation out of it. And then
Uh,
I turned
uh,
around and stayed there for 2 days and turned around and went to Beaumont.
Mhm.
is that where you were? You were in Beaumont. I wish I really wanted to come. I just had such a packed weekend.
Of
I kept thinking
course.
I could get away. I didn't get away. I actually didn't get home until like Monday. So
Mhm.
it was,
It's the
I was
longest
there.
I've ever seen you stay in Houston.
I know they even my family was like, "When are you leaving?" I'm like, "I'm probably gonna leave until Monday," and I didn't leave until like Monday afternoon or Monday or
Mhm.
before noon, and they were like, "Really? Like, why are you hanging around here?" I don't know if they just wanted me to leave, but I
You
wanted
might
to
just
make
put the
sure.
movie
They was
beds
just
off.
shocked.
Yeah,
That's all.
yes.
They were shocked.
Yeah, so my daughter flew out Monday. My son and his new wife flew out. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll go back home now. And but I really wanted to go, and I kept trying to see where were you because it didn't look like you were at Margaritaville, so I didn't know where you had gone after that.
Yeah, I went to Beaumont and I just kind of stayed. I was actually going to come back home Saturday, and then my cousin called me and say, "Hey, we're having a crawfish boil," and I was like, "You know what? So I'm gonna have to go and eat me some crawfish because I'm about to go for 35 days out of the state of Texas where
Okay.
crawfish is plentiful, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it where I'm going. I will be in Salt Lake City, so
Okay.
I had to go get my
Yeah.
crawfish fix on on
Well, that's
Saturday.
good. You got to go before you leave.
And hey, you got you some crawfish in. I know you know how our family like to do. We had a big crawfish boil too. We was like eating crawfish. I ate so much, they grilled a lot of chicken because my sister have all these like state of the art kind of big smokers and grills. I feel like
Mhm.
they were smoking everything that you can think of and boiling crawfish and turkey necks. Oh my gosh. I
Wow.
mean, we had people hadn't had boiled turkey necks in they crawfish
Yeah,
in a long time. I mean, ever some of them ever. Well, they kind of do it
yeah.
separate, but
They
the
had
ball.
turkey necks. Yeah, they had turkey necks. They had pork bone. They had
Hmm.
sausage, corn, potatoes. Oh yeah, they had some everything. They had a lot of food: fried fish, fried shrimp, just all kind of stuff.
I hadn't had any
Yeah,
crawfish this season, so
You haven't?
no,
you have it.
Oh my
no, I have not.
God!
So I'm gonna have to go somewhere. You told me to go to Bayou Cat. I'm gonna have to go somewhere
Yeah,
local.
you got to go to Bayou Cat. So
Yeah.
when
Oh
I come
yeah,
back, we're going.
Okay.
yeah. We gotta go. You should have called me.
You might
I did.
go. You might go before I come back, but I'm definitely gonna go get
Okay.
some when
I'll
I
be
come
ready
back.
when you get back.
Oh yeah, it'll be crawfish festival season. It'll be crawfish festival time by the
Yeah.
time you get back. So that'll be exciting also. But I mean, it's just I'm excited. I got the wedding I got that out the way. So now I'm like, look, I might even just drive up to Oklahoma tomorrow or someday this week just to get out, do some spa or something. I'm
Well,
just,
let me
now.
know if you come because I'll be ready to. I may be ready to ride up there with you too. We may can stop at some wineries and
Oh,
have a good
hey,
time.
don't
Yeah.
tell me. Look,
Let's
I'm rolling solo. So if I need you, look, if
okay.
you over there saying you might be interested, I might have to pick you up
Yeah.
because I definitely want to try some of those wineries that we've done
Yeah.
before. I just want to get out the house. I think I'm having that cabin fever that they have. It's
Mhm.
like I'm now ready to get out. So definitely planning to do something. Nothing planned, but definitely thinking that might be my next move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be in boot camp, so y'all have fun for me.
We will.
We
I
will
will. We'll be drinking wine for
we
you
will
and
drink wine for you and we'll be thinking about you and can't
yeah.
wait to hear about your next adventure. See how
Yes,
how
your
that
next
went along.
adventure. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's been great. Yeah, but crazy news, crazy things going on in the world. But we got it's life. We make the best of it.
Right.
Well, ladies, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
What's up, everyone? It's Shaletta. I'm here getting a phone for one of my newly minted teenagers with Xfinity Mobile. They've got great options, affordable plans, and solid coverage that works for our whole family. With Xfinity Mobile, my daughter can stay connected with me wherever she goes. And did you know when you sign up, you can get an extra phone line free for a full year? Switch to Xfinity Mobile today for more savings, more smiles, and more ways to stay connected.